Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippyGaming. So today is Terraria's 10-year anniversary, and wow, have the years flown by? Well, there's lots of good stuff going on in the community today, but Relogic also graced us with a new final update to Terraria. And this update actually adds in another secret seed, which I'm a big fan of. Every single one that I've covered so far has been an absolute bop. Well, today's seed it's different, let's say that. So let's take a look at it. So to use the seed, all you gotta do is enter the code 05162011, which is the American date for the release date of Terraria. Now you can do this a few different ways, and I'll leave them all written down in the description below. You should be able to just copy and paste it in. Now, you can play this with any settings you want, so I'll put it as medium, master, and crimson, but you can change this a whole bunch. As long as this is the seed, you'll get the right world. So one thing I will say is the loading screen is the exact same as it always is. With some of the other secret seeds, you have like an obvious indicator that you've written in the right one. Like, I was surprised when this started loading in, I was like, something is wrong about this. Alright, here it is, the new secret seed to celebrate Terraria's 10-year anniversary. Now, for a little bit of context, I haven't played through the whole seed yet, so I'll show you what I know or what I've heard. First off, you always start in the ocean biome, and the ocean has been painted blue. Yeah, a lot of things have been painted in this seed, as you'll come to see, but you spawn with a bunny NPC. You also have the party girl. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Uri is the name of the princess. That's also Terraria's lead programmer. And then you'll always get a steampunker called Whitney. That's obviously Senex. And then you'll also always get a guide called Andrew, which is Red, the man himself. Now, in terms of these NPCs, they all seem to be fairly normal, other than the princess, who now actually sells a couple of new items. So, for example, at the start, you can buy a slime staff, or a heart lantern, or a flask of party. And to my understanding, it actually has a couple more items, but I've yet to see them. But basically, all items that were seen in Terraria before. So, the grass is painted this cyan blue. Kind of looks a little bit like the Hallowed. Now, this is another thing. Big living trees. These have been painted pink. They have the exact same loot inside of them, but you'll find that in the world, there's a lot more living trees. Like, if you want a finch staff, this is the world to come to. Now, one thing that's interesting about chest loot is that everything has a really good modifier. So this blowpipe, for example, is going to be a roofless one. That's a good modifier. It's especially true with accessories. So let me quickly try find an accessory. Oh god, a gnome. We're about to get gnomed, everyone. Be careful. Where is he at? Alright. No match. So this is a legendary umbrella. Did you know that umbrellas could be legendary? I'll be honest, I did not. Let's check this one out. A roofless umbrella. Very nice. What about this? A legendary wooden boomerang. Alright. So for a little bit of context about these living trees, you can see that the world has an absolute ton of them. You can see there's a bunch here. Then there's a second bunch over here. We've got a regular ice biome. That's been unchanged. We've got a regular crimson as well, because we selected the crimson. And then we have another bunch of giant living trees. There really is a lot of them. Now, in the desert, the sand is always painted blue, and it comes with a special feature. Every desert, to my understanding, should have... Yeah, look at this. It has a pyramid. Now, the pyramid has been painted pink. When I first saw this, I thought it was like a new entranceway for the dungeon. And the cool thing about the loot in here is that it will always have the Pharaoh's outfit. And then you can either get a flying carpet or a sandstorm in a bottle. But it will always have the Pharaoh's outfit. For some reason, probably because it's the most annoying item to find in Terraria. So, to my understanding, and I haven't been able to verify this, apparently in hard mode, in the jungle, you actually have a chance of randomly spawning in a jungle mimic. Now, for those that don't know, The jungle mimic has been in the game files for many years now, but it's been unobtainable. And the reason behind that is that essentially they were like, oh, we're going to add this jungle mimic, but the jungle already had too many good items. So they thought, well, we won't add it because it doesn't really mesh well with the Crimson Mimic or like the Hallowed Mimic, for example. So that's kind of interesting. It's really cool to actually see that. It's so funny as well because I've been playing Eternity Mode Fargo Soul mod recently, and you can actually have it as a little summon pet, which is quite cool. So I'm excited to actually fight a real Terraria jungle mimic in the game. I'm going to look out for that. And look at this, look. Another giant bunch of trees. So to show the next thing, we need to head underground. And that's because there's been a bit of paint work underground. And I think you lot are going to really like this, especially if you want a slightly easier Terraria experience. It's a bit weird because the final thing we'll show in this seed makes the game harder. But all of this makes the game easier. Also, I did not know that there was going to be a little underground house here, but here it is. So these are the same as regular underground houses, but they're replaced with rainbow brick. Now, it's not just rainbow brick that you get. You can also get ones that are just rainbow painted wood. But inside, the chest loot is all the same. It's just a magic mirror. I was really thinking it might have a reforge, even though that's not a thing. Oh yeah, it's a legendary magic mirror. Teleports you faster than a recall potion. One can only hope. But yeah, for the final thing we're going to look at here, we're going to look at the bosses. Because here I am in this world that gives you really good items. You know, things are really easy to find. You get these great NPCs when you spawn. The bosses are something else. This is almost to the same level as For the Worthy. And that's because in this seed, they actually shrink a lot of the bosses so that they're really hard to hit. And not only are they like shrunk, they also appear to be a little bit faster. So we'll wait around for nighttime and we'll try this out. But yeah, Skeletron looks amazing in this seed. I can't wait to show you it. Oh yeah, before I forget, they also changed floating islands. So floating islands now have a little mini hallowed biome in them, which is kind of cool because I imagine you could probably make a bigger artificial biome up here. What's good is you also have hallowed trees. So, say for example, you were lucky enough to get a gravitation potion, you could chop down these hallowed trees and make yourself hallowed wood armor, which nobody has ever done in Terraria. Once again, great reforge. I love to see a menacing shiny red balloon. But yeah, let's check out the bosses. Also, spawn point is in fact this area right here. It's always in the ocean. Obviously, you can like manually change it, but that's the natural one. So let's try the Eye of Cthulhu. Let's have a little look at this. So here he is. This little eyeball. Look at that. It's super tiny. It's actually quite adorable. The funny thing I found when actually playing the seed is that if you do the fight near the NPCs that you spawn with, you have a really good chance of being able to completely fluke the fight because the princess is so strong. But yeah, this is kind of like the regular Eye of Cthulhu, but because it's smaller, it is in fact moving slightly faster. But other than that, no AI changes. It just kind of looks like this. It's great. I really do love it. And it adds a real challenge. Like, you wouldn't expect it to make as big of a difference as it does, but it actually does. Like, you know that you're fighting tiny Eye of Cthulhu. Skeletron is honestly even worse in that sense. Because Skeletron's hands are so small, he's really hard to hit, and he does move quicker. Let me show you Skeletron. I know it's a little bit dark, I apologize. Bam. Teeny, tiny Skeletron. Alright, you know what he's got? Tiny hands, tiny head, perfectly normal arms. Nothing has changed about the arms, don't even worry about him. He looks like he could slap you around right now. But yeah, to me he moves a little bit faster. I'm not too sure if that is placebo, if it's all in my head. But there you go. That's what he looks like. I kind of love him. Oh god, his gore. His gore's the exact same. Oh no. I don't know how I feel about that. That's awful. You kill him and his head just grows 3 times larger. Let's have a little look at the Brain of Cthulhu. I actually haven't seen if the Brain of Cthulhu has been changed. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Wow, so even the creepers are way smaller. That is cute. It's almost like they took teeny tiny Golem and was like, teeny tiny Golem, he needs his own seed, all right? This is great. No, I really like this. Oh, so there is actually one final thing to show. There is a brand new enemy in this seed that isn't the jungle mimic. The golden slime. Yeah, there's a golden slime in Terraria now. Actually, do you know what? I have a clip of the golden slime because we found one when we were live earlier today on Twitch. And now, Senex told me that originally it was intended that this golden slime would drop 15 gold. All right, keep that in your head. Let's have a little look at the clip. Oh, the gold it drops doesn't actually get picked up. It's like, 65 gold. 65 gold. Definitely is intended. Yeah, all right. You did a good job. You did a good job. Chippy rolling in the money. Hell yeah. But in Master Mode, you drop it all when you die, right? So it's like... Right, so that pretty much wraps up everything I know about this secret seed. This secret seed is one of the good ones, in my opinion. Like, I really cannot wait to do a full playthrough on this one day. I really like the shake-up to the bosses. For me, that is by far my favorite part. I really want to see what other bosses were made small. That being said, there are a couple of things I've heard about this seed, so I'll list them off real quick. Number one, falling stars are now more frequent. You can also get a Rod of Discord easier. Apparently the drop rate was changed. You get more gem trees if you're into that. But I'm sure as the months go on, we'll find even more secrets about this seed. This one is really cool. Right, so guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for 10 great years. Thank you, Relogic. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a big fat thumbs up. Possibly subscribe if you are new. We are well on our way to becoming the first Terraria channel to hit 1 million subscribers. And maybe we'll do it in 2021. Right. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. My voice is gone, if you can't tell. Yeah, have a great day, everyone. See you in the next one. Peace.